Isekai anime is evolving fast, and these upcoming sequels plus hidden newcomers promise stronger worlds, crazier powers, sharper storytelling, and unforgettable adventures this year. Kicking off our list at number 10, Hanaori-san still wants to fight in the next life. After dying during a brutal conflict, legendary warrior Hanaori reincarnates inside a fantasy kingdom, seeking peace instead of endless battles. Unfortunately, political conspiracies, magical tournaments, and ancient enemies continuously drag her back into combat. Balancing ordinary village life with overwhelming combat instincts, Hanaori struggles discovering purpose beyond violence while protecting vulnerable people around her daily. What instantly grabbed me here is Hanaori herself. Most reincarnated protagonists flex power immediately, but her exhaustion with warfare creates emotional depth rarely seen inside modern isekai. The grounded atmosphere mixed with explosive sword choreography feels refreshing. If the adaptation nails facial expressions and pacing, this could become an unexpectedly emotional fantasy series later. Moving down the rankings to number 9, Reincarnated as a Sword Season 2. Fran and Teacher continue traveling through dangerous kingdoms after surviving powerful demonic threats during their first adventure. Together, they investigate mysterious conflicts involving beast tribes, corrupt nobles, and dangerous magical creatures, while strengthening their bond. Fran's evolution as a swordswoman becomes central as increasingly powerful enemies challenge both her skills and emotional determination throughout battles ahead. This franchise works because it balances wholesome companionship with genuinely exciting combat. Fran remains one of modern isekai's most likable protagonists, while Teacher avoids becoming an overbearing mentor. The action animation already impressed viewers previously, and Season 2 should expand the fantasy world significantly. Honestly, the emotional chemistry alone keeps every episode consistently entertaining for longtime fans. Charging into number 8, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill Season 2. Mukuda resumes his peaceful journey through another world using online grocery abilities to create incredible meals for legendary companions. While avoiding dangerous politics, his cooking unintentionally attracts stronger monsters, famous adventurers, and powerful kingdoms. Alongside Fenrir and Sui, Mukuda explores unfamiliar regions, gathers rare ingredients, and accidentally builds overwhelming influence despite wanting an ordinary, comfortable traveling lifestyle alone. Few isekai anime feel this relaxing without becoming boring. The food animation looks ridiculously detailed, and the chemistry between Mukuda, Fenrir, and Sui carries every scene effortlessly. What really separates this series is its atmosphere. Instead of non-stop fighting, viewers get genuine comfort, comedy, and fantasy exploration. Season 2 should become another stress-free binge favourite instantly. Breaking into the rankings at number 7, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Season 4. Rimuru Tempest continues expanding his monster nation after surviving escalating political tensions and devastating wars. As Tempest gains international recognition, stronger enemies, rival kingdoms, and hidden masterminds threaten global stability. Rimuru must balance diplomacy, overwhelming magical power, and leadership responsibilities while protecting allies. Meanwhile, evolving subordinates and ancient threats reshape the world's delicate balance dramatically once again globally. Slime keeps dominating because it understands scale better than almost every competing isekai. The world feels alive, the supporting cast constantly evolves, and Rimuru remains ridiculously charismatic without becoming unbearable. Season 4 should deliver larger wars, stronger transformations, and intense political drama. When this franchise hits emotional climaxes, few fantasy anime match its massive cinematic energy today. Halfway through at number 6, I got a cheat skill in Another World and became unrivaled in the real world, Season 2. Yuya Tenju continues living between modern Earth and a fantasy realm after obtaining incredible abilities through a mysterious gateway. His overwhelming powers transform his appearance, confidence, and relationships entirely. However, stronger supernatural enemies emerge while secrets surrounding both worlds deepen. Yuya must protect classmates and allies while uncovering hidden truths connecting his extraordinary abilities to larger dangers. This anime succeeds purely through unapologetic power fantasy energy. Everything feels exaggerated, stylish, and ridiculously entertaining. Yuya's transformation from bullied outcast into unstoppable hero delivers satisfying wish fulfillment without pretending otherwise. The flashy combat and polished visuals help the first season stand out, but season 2 needs stronger storytelling. Still, it remains incredibly addictive for overpowered protagonist fans everywhere. Entering the top 5 at number 5, Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling. A human reincarnates as a weak dragon hatchling inside a brutal fantasy wilderness filled with predators and deadly monsters. Forced to evolve through constant battles, survival becomes the protagonist's primary motivation. As stronger forms unlock terrifying abilities, hidden mysteries surrounding dragons, evolution systems, and ancient civilizations gradually emerge, transforming a simple survival story into something far larger entirely. What makes this concept exciting is the sheer brutality. Unlike comfortable Isekai adventures, every victory here feels earned through desperation and adaptation. Watching the protagonist evolve from helpless creature into terrifying dragon sounds incredibly satisfying visually. If the anime captures the darker survival atmosphere properly, this could become one of the most unique monster reincarnation series released recently worldwide. Climbing higher to number 4, the strongest job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser provisional. In a world where combat classes determine social status, Ein receives the seemingly useless appraiser occupation instead of becoming a legendary hero. However, his analytical abilities reveal hidden information, exploit weaknesses, and uncover secrets nobody else notices. By combining intelligence with strategy, Ein slowly overturns society's assumptions while exposing conspiracies threatening kingdoms, adventurers, and powerful ruling factions everywhere. I love when fantasy series weaponize intelligence instead of raw strength. Ein's abilities create opportunities for strategic battles rather than repetitive, overpowering moments. The setup also critiques class-based fantasy systems cleverly without becoming preachy. If adapted well, viewers could get tense tactical confrontations, satisfying revelations, and a protagonist whose victories actually feel earned through observation and careful planning alone. Storming into number 3, Skeleton Knight in Another World Season 2. Ark continues adventuring across fantasy kingdoms while hiding his skeletal appearance beneath heavy armor. After confronting corruption involving slavery and political abuse, Ark joins allies fighting injustice throughout dangerous territories. Powerful enemies, mysterious magical organizations, and escalating conflicts challenge the group repeatedly. Meanwhile, Ark searches for answers surrounding his reincarnation and unusual connection to this fantasy world itself. Skeleton Knight stands out because Ark feels genuinely heroic without becoming edgy or self-righteous. The balance between comedy, brutal action, and fantasy adventure works surprisingly well. Season 2 should raise the stakes dramatically while expanding the world's lore further. Also, Ark's combat style remains ridiculously fun watching on screen. Every major fight carries heavy impact and satisfying choreography throughout consistently. Reaching number 2, Release That Witch 2026, engineer Cheng Yan reincarnates as a prince inside a medieval fantasy kingdom where witches face brutal persecution. Using modern scientific knowledge, he allies with persecuted witches to industrialize his territory and defend against political enemies. As technology advances rapidly, larger wars erupt, while supernatural threats, ancient civilizations, and ideological conflicts reshape humanity's future permanently across the continent entirely. This series has insane potential because it blends kingdom building, engineering, warfare, and magic together naturally. Watching modern industrial concepts transform a medieval fantasy world feels endlessly satisfying. Unlike generic power fantasies, victories depend on innovation, strategy, and cooperation. If the adaptation receives strong production quality, Release That Witch could become one of the smartest large-scale fantasy anime adaptations recently. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, the Forsaken Saintess and her foodie road trip in another world. After betrayal destroys her reputation as a revered saintess, Ileana abandons royal responsibilities and begins traveling across another world, searching for freedom and happiness. Alongside unusual companions, she discovers regional cuisines, hidden villages, and forgotten cultures while healing emotionally from past trauma. However, dangerous conspiracies and lingering enemies continue threatening her peaceful journey. unexpectedly everywhere, constantly. This immediately feels different from louder action-heavy Isekai series dominating recent years. The emotional healing angle combined with food exploration creates a softer, more personal adventure. Eliana's Journey sounds perfect for atmospheric storytelling, beautiful scenery, and emotional character moments. Honestly, this could become the sleeper hit viewers unexpectedly connect with most once adaptation footage finally releases online everywhere. From chaotic power fantasies to emotional fantasy road trips, this new wave of isekai anime looks far more diverse than previous years. Some will dominate mainstream conversations, while others quietly become hidden gems. Drop your personal most anticipated title below, because this lineup already looks dangerously stacked for fantasy fans everywhere.